Australia is a nation of migrants, but every new group finds the transition hard. The ABC's Australia Talks survey has found non-white Australians and recent migrants feel much less Australian than others.
But in Melbourne's outer west, sport could be the key to bridging that gap. Iskander Razak has the story.
This is cricket in Truganina, a community that's about 30 kilometres west from Melbourne CBD, and a community where half the people that live here are from overseas and where cricket is a bridge between their culture and Australian culture. The club was founded about 3 years ago by migrants who say they did it to give their young people more connection to Australia. They say they didn't want to repeat the mistakes that previous generations migrants made by being so focused on starting their life that they neglected their young people. And that neglect, they say, can lead to isolation, crime, and even radicalisation.
We are very worried about, and as a parents, as a community people, we are very concerned what we have seen with the events happening all around us. So what we are worried is, okay, if we are not engaging the kids, if we are not engaging the youth, there is a possibility of them getting into extremism.
And they had great success when it came to boys and men's cricket, but they've had resistance from some parents when it came to girls' cricket, saying that girls' cricket wasn't for their culture.
There are some beliefs, some families do believe that cricket is not a game for girls. It requires rigorous training and those weird hours of training and exposing the girls to the public. You know, the girls are playing and people are watching, sort of a thing as well. So that way it was very hard to convince a few families.
But this club refused to give up, saying it's essential for these new migrants to accept gender diversity as part of their Australian way of life. And now they have their own girls' cricket team out there taking wickets and making runs, and the community is right behind them.
My wife comes from a very religious Islamic Muslim family, and now when my daughter is playing sport, she was a bit concerned, saying, oh, what are our family back home going to think, that our daughter is going to play cricket? And I'm like, well, times have changed now.
And building national identity is extremely important. This community, in fact, is a microcosm of the ABC's Australia Talks data. It found that overall Australians rated themselves an 8 out of 10 for feeling Australian. But that number was lower when it came to non-white Australians and even lower for migrants. That's why this activity is extremely important. It means that the locals here get to experience Australian culture and feel more Australian themselves.
I feel like I'm an Australian because even though it's like a Muslim background, I come from a Muslim background and everything, I still live in a Muslim, in an Australian country, so a Western country, and yeah.
What's the most Australian thing about you?
Probably speaking English.
But this isn't just about these migrants experiencing and learning about Australia. They also say it's about Australians getting to see them for who they are and accepting their identity as part of the future of Australia as well.
Terrific report there, Iskander Razak. And to understand how your attitudes and experiences compare to other Australians, visit abc.net.au/Australia Talks and take part in that marvellous survey we have running for some weeks to come yet.